What is going on, guys? I'm so happy for you to come and join us live. We're going to be talking about this Legacy Edition. I wasn't really planning on going live, but it's like there's more information that keeps coming out about these units, so we got to talk about it. So first, we're going to talk about the Mortal Kombat here, and I saw they updated even from this morning. So this morning, I was on live with 19K Fox, got to represent. And we were talking about the pre-orders, and we were really excited about this price, about $4.99. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that, like my views on the price of $40.99, put that in perspective. But there's some more information. We saw on Best Buy they had some updated pictures, but now on Arcade1up.com, it looks like they have updated pictures. And so I'll highlight those. They have some videos as well. So what we saw before from Best Buy is they have the dragon artwork on the side here. There's going to be an additional like riser, right? It's the double riser. It's kind of like the Big Blue. So if you take a look at the Big Blue price, that was more expensive. This is going to be more similar to Big Blue in the sense that it's taller. And then it's got, of course, this really, really nice Mortal Kombat deck. It's very different, more a unique shape than any of their previous cabinets. And it's going to come up with this really nice coin door on the front. So that's pretty good, and you're getting all that for $4.99. And I think they've listened to the community, you know, where the community is like really looking for value. And so I'm going to take a look at this this video here that they have. You can see they've also done more than these are photo shoots, right? So Arcade1up doesn't always do photo shoots, but these are clearly like in a room. That's CGI, right? But then that's a photo shoot. So that's perhaps real gameplay, and you can kind of see like when they're really low on the screen. We don't know if it's BOE, if they went with a not as good monitor, but when the camera's low, it kind of looks like it doesn't have the greatest look, but I really don't know if that's just the lighting or whatever. I'm going to give them a benefit of the doubt, assume that it is a BOE monitor, so we get that high resolution 960p, you know, the resolution's really good on that one. And so pretty exciting about that. You're going to come with 14 games. So for anyone that doesn't know about this, it's going to be online. There's going to be online gameplay. You'll be able to play kind of like the Big Blue, where you can do competitions with other people. It's like a leaderboard, but there's like a, you know, you'll be able to try to be the best, you know, against other people. It'll, you know, show your matches, your total matches of your wins and your loses, your losses. And so that's cool. It's the first time Arcade1up has done a 14 games in one unit, and they're doing it on what they call this Legacy Edition, which is supposed to be their value cabinet. But they're really pushing the envelope here. They're really pushing higher when it comes to that value, I have to say. So first of all, throughout this is a live stream. So what do you think about the new details about the Legacy Gen 2? Start commenting in the live stream, and I'll take a look at that in just a second. So that's your Legacy one, but there's more pictures, right? So there's more pictures on some of these other units. We're going to come back to the Mortal Kombat Edition. Now the updated pictures are happening on the Centipede. So I learned this because on my website, deals.consultations.com, I'm actually leveraging some of the images from other retailers, doing some cross-site, like they're hosting the image. Hey, look, it's a site that's marketing for their product, right? Whatever. So I don't have to host the image. They can. And I noticed that some of the image started to break. And so the reason why the images break is because the links are dead. They updated it. So I got the website all updated. I am starting to track the prices here for multiple retailers to be able to see if these prices drop. Just come to consolekits.com. Every morning I run a script that goes to every single one of these URLs and checks to see what the price is. And the price that's displayed on this website is accurate as of every morning. And again, I've always talked about this. I'm going to try to make it where the script runs more often, but I just literally run the script every morning, and that seems to be good enough for now. I'll get some automation going where it'll run it multiple times a day. So noticed that the images started breaking on Arcade1up.com. Pleasantly surprised to go here, and now they have videos. So, and again, this is really cool. These are not just videos with like CGI. These are, what do you call it? Like it's, there's CGI, right? That's what they call it. But then there it is. It's a photo shoot. So you can also see that in this Centipede, it looks like it's a vertical screen. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is a photo shoot. Like, unless the final version right there, check this out. Like, that looks like a vertical screen to me. Did they end up going with a vertical screen? Because Like, she's really playing that, right? Let's go frame by frame, right? Like, you're not gonna fake this, right? Like, how would you fake that? Look at that dog. He's all like, yeah, that's, there's really a girl next to me playing this game. It's for real. And that dog is all like, hey, that's a vertical screen, dog. So what do you guys think? Is Centipede going to be a vertical screen? And what does that mean for the gameplay on it? Like, I know we've been demanding that Arcade1up come out with a vertical screen for games like Tempest. But earlier today, Michael B, the Game Genie, were kind of discussing about it. It was like, yeah, it'd be really good for the marquee title to have that vertical screen, but how many of the games on this are vertical? So maybe the number is in the right direction. I didn't look thoroughly at the titles, and I don't have them all memorized of which one's vertical and which one's horizontal. But, you know, if it is a vertical, that means you're going to have Tempest vertical. You're going to have Centipede vertical. I don't know. Is Millipede and Asteroids, which one of these are vertical? I think Asteroids is horizontal, right? Anyway, so that's some interesting things. And you take a look at the pictures here. They have updated pictures showing that's going to have the double riser. And so this is going to be a taller cab than what the pictures showed previously. And yeah, let's run through these pictures real quick. So a couple of them are photo shoot pictures here, not necessarily photoshopped. And it's, if you're interested into the Atari Legacy for $4.99, honestly, if I had to choose between this and the Tempest, I think I would choose this because it comes with so much more. It has that coin door on the front, which we've seen on other cabs that look really good. And then it has that customized control deck, and then there's not going to be very many cabs that are in your arcade that are white. You know, it had this nice, it's different, right? And so also, will it have the upgraded marquee where there's a little bit of depth in there? We've seen that on some of those cabs where, you know, it's more like a traditional arcade. So we'll see how traditional this one ends up being. Okay, so I noticed everything was updated on that. Let's take a look at the Bandai Namco Legacy Edition, also $4.99. But look at this big, giant extended riser. Again, the pictures have been updated. We got some photo shots in here where a real person is playing. Appears to be a real machine. And you can see it's got that extended length, you know, extended height. And I think a lot of people really enjoyed that extended height and so you got the extended height, right? And the custom, more unique cab itself, where the cab itself has a unique shape. We appreciate that. And they even updated the website where there is a video now. So we have the Pac-Mania video, photo shoot, a little bit of After Effects going on some of those screens. You can see CGI modeling right here. That's fine. This one, of course, is going to be a vertical screen. We expect that on all the Pac-Mans. And if you're into a new Pac-Man, this one looks pretty good. I won't be picking it up. Actually, yeah, Lewis, I said extended length. I have no plans on picking up any of these. I'm saving my money for other ones. I did pick up Mortal Kombat for Zohar. That is a promise I made to him about getting him the Mortal Kombat when that came out. That was a promise I made years ago. I'm gonna, you know, fulfill my promises. So I did that. Even though sometimes he's a jerk to me, that's okay. He's a jerk to a lot of people, but we make promises. We're going to fulfill them. Okay, so Mortal Kombat Legacy. I think this is the winner out of all of the group. You take a look at the Arcade1up cabinets that came out in 2018. 2019, we got the Mortal Kombat 2 originally. This one is going to have more, not 100% faithful design, but good enough. We know there's a little bit of backlash when it came to Daniel Pesina not being on the cab, but a lot of people understand. Everyone wants it to happen, but there's some legal reasons to prevent that, and maybe in the future those will be figured out. And the other piece about this cab, which I think just makes it stand out, it's the shape of, finally, you look at this, it does look like a midway cabinet. Like, they finally did it. You can kind of see a better look of this cabinet. I actually haven't seen it at this angle. Look, you can see where the speaker placement is on these new Legacy. You can see, you know, this has got more of an extended marquee top part, right? Let's see, we got your average gamer with the close enough for me. It's a good No interest in Donuts is like, I'm not interested in any of these, but Harold Miller is MK is the king. Yeah, out of all of the cabinets, I think this is the winner. I think a lot of people are really going to enjoy Mortal Kombat. It's got extended control deck. It's going to be wider, you know, probably like 19, 20, 21 inches, maybe somewhere in there. You know, so because the actual width of most of the control panels are 19 inch. Is that right? 19 inch side to side. And so for it to extend out, you're getting a couple more inches, and of course it makes it look really good. And again, you get that coin door, you know. So it looks like these Legacy Editions will not have a coin door that lights up. That's going to be reserved for the Pro model. The Pro model is going to have both a light up coin door, but also you can push the button and it will add a credit. You're not going to get that on the Legacy. They don't have that listed. It looks like it's just a coin door. If you want to add that, it'd be really cool if they cut out the wood for us. I have seen some pictures of the Pro, not from Arcade1up, actually, from a different source. I have seen there is actually a hole right here on one of the new Pro models that are coming out, and there was no coin door on the picture that I saw. And the reason why there's a hole there, you guessed it, it's so you can connect the wire to light up those buttons on the Pro model and make it so those buttons actually add a coin. But this is definitely something that you can do on a mod on your own if you want. I know there's, I think Retro 530 has a little kit where you can light that up. And then I think if you kind of made that a button, you could probably make that work. You might have to replace those with a little button there. And then you just tap right into the same credit buttons on that little PCB. You'd have to run a wire, but it could be done. I'm really curious to see how it works out on the Pro. But again, Mortal Kombat is king. When it came to it, $499 price. Let's talk a little bit about it. So, if you go back to 2019, we got Mortal Kombat originally for $300, but it didn't come with a riser. So that $300 mark, keep in mind, didn't come with a riser. $379 is what we paid for Mortal Kombat 2 back in 2019, I'm sorry, towards the end of 2019, it started showing up at Costco. Remember, at a Mortal Kombat branded riser, $379. That's the price I remember. $120 more. Bam, $120 more. You're getting so much more. You're getting a cabinet that looks more like the original. Is $120 worth that? I think so. Remember the original Mortal Kombat that came out 3 games, only came with 3 games. People were paying $379, right? And Lewis right here is saying, he's like, what am I doing? I'm glad the price is good. Not $650, thank God. That's right, not $650. That is true. Some of people got these original Mortal Kombats for like $75. I never saw the $75 deal on Mortal Kombat, but I do believe many people got those early deals. But $500 is also in my head. When I think about $500, what comes to mind is the original price of the Star Wars. Now, Star Wars, I think, is a unicorn cabinet by Arcade1up where it's just fantastic. It's like they didn't really make a mistake on Star Wars. Like, there was some people that were complaining a little bit about the marquee, where the marquee looked great, but you can kind of see the wires in between. If you look at mine, right where I have my finger, technically you can see the wire. That little thing, that little shade is the wire. But on my specific cab, the wire is exactly, almost looks like an emphasis of I don't know, what do you call it? The X, not the X-Wing, I don't know what it's called. Whatever that ship is in Star Wars. Anyway, $500 is what you paid for that unit. It was a really, really nice, very unique unit. Now we're back to those same $500 prices for this Legacy, and it's got online, and it's got 14 games on it, and it looks more like the original. It's supposed to have the better marquee, speakers underneath, which we saw in Star Wars. Imagine also a coin door. It's taller. $499? Like, this is a good deal. Like, Michael B called it earlier in his stream. He was like, Justin's gonna talk about how it has great value. Of course I am, because it does have value. Like, they finally did it, right? They finally did, and this gives me hope. This is what I'm starting to think. Like, these legacy editions at that $499 price, if they give us a high value, that's a win. I think we've been burned. I've been burned on spending $699 on the Golden Tee XL. Didn't have the value in the monitor. Maybe I just don't like the game. It's possible. I'll give you that. I never really played Golden Tee a lot. And so it was a cabinet that I bought that didn't really pull on my heartstrings. Maybe that was a mistake. 19K Fox in the stream here. Want to remind you, hey, is that Pac-Mania pulling on your heartstrings? Because you might regret it because he ordered the Pac-Mania. And I think he's just doing it for YouTube. And that's, you know, hey, 19K Fox, that's fine. If you're doing it because you want to show the community that cabinet and you're like, yeah, I can afford it. Sure. Now this is true. Doggy's saying that if you look at the photo shoot, the screen on this one looks washed out too. It does. It does. Now, when I got the Golden Tee, that's when I saw that it was washed out. I also noticed that on P-Dub's stream when he first got it. So some of you may be concerned about that. So if you're concerned about it, hold off. Hold off on ordering that cabinet. Someone's going to be doing a review on it. You know Zohar is going to be doing a review on it. He's got a unit coming to him, and he's going to be doing a review. He got that through Arcade1up.com direct, so hopefully you'll get it early. I know, I'm pretty sure 19K Fox ordered one. I think P-Dub said he was going to order one. So it's very possible you're going to get some early adopters that are going to be trying out this cab, and you'll be able to find out if it's washed out. Did they stick with the BOE monitor? If they did, that's going to be great. And if they didn't, if they lowered the quality of the monitor, that's where they're saving their money. And I don't know. To be honest, like, if it's still a 4x3 screen and you have a different monitor, you could swap them. You could swap them. I mean, that's... I hate saying it. I hate saying it. But, like, I have some other monitors that it's like, if... I have some other... in fact, I think in Des Moines right now where I live, I saw on Facebook Market, someone is selling just straight up a Pac-Man BOE monitor on its own. And they're like, I don't need it anymore. And so I know that's dumb, but I'm just saying, like, if that's a concern, you could wait. You could wait until the reviews come out and we'll let you know, or people, I don't know. I'm not getting one. So Mr. K Fox or someone else will tell you whether the screen is good, and then you can make that purchase. You could wait. $5.99. It's not going to be sold out. That's right, Lewis Chambers. I got a lot of Smashing Pumpkins in my recommendation nearly every night. I've been playing on my new guitar. I got the Billy Corgan brand new Reverend guitar. It's the one he's been playing on all the concerts recently. It's a brand new signature Billy Corgan guitar, and I've been playing along to a lot of songs recently. Fantastic. Anyway, Mortal Kombat. It looks great. Will it play great? We'll find out. Did they mess this up? I'm excited to find out. Someone is saying, is the Golden Tee monitor swap possible? I don't know. I bought a 19-inch Dell monitor. I have 2 or 3 of them now, actually. But I bought one specifically that was a 5x4 monitor. But I'd still have to figure out like a geek worm and then go out HDMI and then to DVI on it, or tear apart the Dell monitor and hope and pray it's got LVDS on the inside. I do not know of a drop-in replacement for monitors for like a Golden Tee. And I just haven't had time to be able to do that. Glenn, I don't know if I'm coming to New York anytime soon. Seattle is my new home base for work. But there is a New York office where I work, so I may go out there. May. Coworker is, but I'm not in June. But if I do, I'll come out and see you for sure. Anyway, what else do you guys want to talk about? Let's look at the chat. I've also looked at Killer Instinct. If these are coming without BOE monitors, these are done. Absolute waste of money. Well, it's very possible, David, that's why these are priced at $4.99. Like they're like, hey, you guys say it's too expensive. Fine, we'll throw in the M17 monitor, save you $150. Oh wait, Oh, you want a BOE monitor? That's going to cost you $650. I don't know how it works. And maybe I always assumed those monitors were close in price. Maybe they're not. I don't know. I don't know if the BOE is truly IPS. On some websites it says it is, but I knew from three angles it looks good. Doesn't have the blackout. And that's right. I play Tonight all the time. Been actually playing Here Is No Why a lot. Learned the solo on it. Here Is No Why. That's a fantastic song. Let's see. I was going to say I can't see you buying an MK. Yeah, never been a huge MK fan. Hey, all, looking to get my first one up and tinted with the Marvel vs. Capcom 1 if I can find one in stock. What you guys think? Let's see. I think I'm tracking the Mortal. I think I don't know. Marvel vs. Capcom. That's a hard one to find, right? I want to say, do I have it in my list here? There's a Marvel vs. Capcom here, Home Depot, and Walmart. Let's check it out. We're redirecting. Let's see. Out of stock. Does this one have it in stock? Honestly, I think I would wait on this one. It's out of stock. I need to get it out of stock detection on my website. So, Kamian TV, there is a possibility that we're going to either get a Marvel vs. Capcom 2nd edition later this year. It's part of the leaks for Arcade1up. Or we're going to get a Marvel vs. Capcom 2 this year. The leaks so far has been 100% correct from what's called the Gamefly leaks. In the Gamefly leaks, they predicted when we would see this Mortal Kombat edition, the Pac-Mania. All the dates are lining up. They said the Legacy Edition would come out in July, I want to say, but we're in the pre-order era, so the ship dates for all these cabinets are coming out. So we can expect NFL Blitz, we can expect Time Crisis, and we can expect Marvel vs. Capcom something. I mean, if the leaks are right so far, we can assume, unless some of these projects got postponed, if there's... But usually, this leak information came from retailers. Information going to retailers. Now, that was our primary source for Gamefly. Gamefly has worked out perfectly up to this point. There were some other leaks from Australia, and those have not panned out just yet. And there were some other leaks from retailers that honestly told me and a few other people, that it was data that came from proposals for cabinets. And some of those proposal of cabinets, one example was track and field. And that was a part of the leaks that were part of an Arcade1up proposal. Like they were trying to attract buyers, retailer buyers. And we haven't seen that one. But again, that didn't come from a retailer that already received a product listing. There was another one that's Double Dragon that came out for Arcade1up. We have since heard from that retailer that Double Dragon has been discontinued from Arcade1up, or not coming to market is what we're hearing. Like it was buyer for some reason. Maybe it has to do with iArcade coming out with the Dragon's Lair. We don't know exactly. That's a little speculation there. And then a Sonic cabinet came through a source. All signs point to the Sonic cabinet is real. We've heard it from 2 or 3 sources that a Sonic cabinet is coming out. It's going to have console games on it and a couple of these Sonic arcade games. And it's going to have their version of leaderboard is going to be speedruns. That's what we hear. And again, that one was confirmed by multiple sources, so it's probably accurate. Going back to the comment, Kamian TV, if you're waiting for your first Arcade1up, you're tempted on the Marvel vs. Capcom. If you can find one, I think you should wait. See if the leaks are true. You can pick up a Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which may include, a lot of Marvel vs. Capcom like games on it. Like maybe even the first one will be on it, or it's a Gen 2 version of Marvel vs. Capcom. Still don't know for sure. Yeah. Let's see what else we have in the chat here. Let's see. I had to search old school podcast to find you again. There you go. Let's see. Or as 19K Fox put it, it's Marvel vs. Capcom iArcade. Let's see. I thought I missed a big reveal. P-dubs, when you come to my channel, keep in mind the titles and the thumbnails are always clickbait. If I have a big reveal, the thumbnail will say, the title will say, this is not a drill. the title will say like all hands meeting, and then you know it's serious stuff. But in this video, what we revealed for the first time ever is that Smashing Pumpkins is amazing. No, we revealed that all of the pictures on Arcade1up have been fully updated with extended cabs with these amazing videos that show that the screen may not be great. Amazing videos of, yeah, clickbait. So true. I love clickbait. This is so great. But I try to fulfill that clickbait. That's a little different, right? So yeah, if you look at it, it's pretty good, but when it's that actually wasn't too bad. If you take a look at it, let's back up a couple frames here. Let's see. That's CGI, but that right there, it's not bad. That looks real. Wait, is he really doing the move? Is the guy doing the move? Is he doing the scorpion move? I don't think so. Well, the guy's kind of given up on the right. What do you guys think? You think he's real? Do you think it's real? Is this real gameplay, or did they fake it? That's what I want to know right now. Let's see. It's a game over. They're laughing about it. That screen looked real. They have shadows in it? Okay. They're shaking hands that the game is starting. That's CGI. That's fake. But, oh, you can kind of see in the CGI the speaker grill underneath. That could be a photo shoot right there, actually. That looks really, like, genuine. Right there. Let's see. They got the yellow. They're shaking hands. That's fake. No one shakes hands. You can kind of see the control panel right here has speakers back there. Then it comes all the way up, and that's the piece that's for the bottom of the marquee. They did pretty good. Look at the let's see. Gameplay on a loop. Could be gameplay on a loop. Yeah, maybe they're not actually playing, but it's just like a gameplay on a loop. That's a good point. Fatality. All right, let's watch it again. I think Mortal Kombat is where it's at with these new cabs coming out. I don't think he's playing. Did we see washout? Maybe. There may be some. It's hard to say. It's really hard to say if it's going to be. We'll have to wait and see, guys. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, my guess would be they're not. Come on. Get out of here. My guess is it would be BOE because it's still a 19-inch monitor, right? This is not a 7. I'm sorry. This is still a 17-inch monitor. And they buy so many of up to this point, ever since Gen 1, they've been using the same monitor, basically since Gen 3 or Gen 2.5 or whatever. Big Reese says it's washed out. And my computer just crashed. That's great. And I'm probably going to lose you here. No, it's fine, actually. Because, yeah, my computer completely crashed, but that's okay. Because I don't use my computer to... Wow, there it went. Okay, check this out. No, let's see if I can... Wow. Let's see if I can get in here. My computer completely crashed, but I'm streaming off of a deck. So let me see if I can recover from it. Maybe. Wow. Restart my PC in recovery mode. What is going on? All right, let me see if I can get... Here we go. Boom, boom. There we go. Let me get these macros going. There. Hey, guys. So I can't see the chat, but I can talk to you still. I'm still streaming, but my computer... this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go on my phone because I want to chat with you guys. I'm going to try to work through it. That's what I'm going to do. All right, so I'm in my own live stream. And here we go. So P-Dubs, John D. Vape for sure. I saw a big-time washout from Donuts. The entire video has a haze filter over it from P-Dubs saying, must be John D. Vape Adobe Studio filter. All right, that's pretty good here. Then what else we got? Chat is saying Look, I'm all for the new cabs, but it... Hold on. I'm all for the new cabs, but it makes me mad when they do the same games, but put grade the cab. Seems like all they are doing is holding out on us and not giving us a full production, just an opinion. Yeah, that could be true. It could be true. Let's see. I think I'm back up and running here. It is kind of cool to have a setup that's not fully dependent on my computer, so if it crashes, I'm good to go. Let's see. P-Dubs is saying they're filming with an iPhone, not your Canon M200. That's right. Let's see. Lewis Pumpkins is always amazing. All right, so I'm caught up. Console Kit's adapting to the situation. Good work. It's kind of like changing underwear. The inside is always the same. Michael Evans says, does the eye line up on the Mortal Kombat 30th Anniversary Edition? I'm guessing it does. Like, if you look at... I want to say it's a 57-inch screen, you know, and it's going to have that taller riser, but that monitor, you know, we got a lot of room. Remember those... The Gen 1s, you're kind of looking down. If you move it up 6 inches, like, you're looking up a little taller. You got some room. Zohar hacked you. Nooner says, Zohar hacked you till you buy him the cab. The promise of getting Zohar the 30th anniversary cab is about 2 years old. And I'll just tell you right now, $2,000 is how much he gave in super chats. That's my math. I think I can spend $500 on a cab. $2,000. That's right. So you can, and like one person reached out to me and said, could I super chat you like $50 and then you'll buy me a cab? I'm like, try 2,000. And then we'll talk about buying you a cabinet. But Stringer Films is up there too, so maybe I should owe him a cabinet. Yep, Paul says that sounds about right. Yeah, I'm committed to get the cab. This is Kongs R Us. I'm committed to get the cab as I sold the MK2 Midway Legacy. Yeah, that's a good point. If this Mortal Kombat ends up having pretty good reviews, everyone out there that has the Mortal Kombat 2, I mean, hey, why not upgrade, right? It's not... The other way to look at it is if you take a look at Mortal Kombat 2, you compare it to the Legacy version, which debuted, which, you know, averaged out to about that $450 price range. And so I think it's a pretty good deal. $450, add $50 more, and you get the 2.0, but it comes with 14 games. It comes with online. That's pretty killer in my opinion. And I think a lot of people are agreeing with that. Again, it comes down to the quality. Nooner says, I'm teasing you, but that's a lot of super chats for sure. Yeah. And that was over a long course of time. That was like this tally over years, and that was One Up Weekly. And you remember those days? One Up Weekly, it was just kind of go nuts on every show. So why is KI 200 more than this? This has 14 games. That's from the Bibs. Good question. I have theory on that. My theory is, we talked about it a little bit on 19K Fox show. So this is my theory, is that a game like Mortal Kombat is Warner Brothers. And so at some point, Arcade1up reached out to Warner Brothers and said, hey, we need to get the license for these arcade titles that you own under Midway and Williams. And so let's work through that. I just realized I can hear myself because my phone is playing the audio. Anyway, I turned it down. Okay, so they probably, just guessing here, they probably told them, hey, we are going to guarantee a certain millions of dollars for that license, right? So if that's true, what that means is Arcade1up in the contract said, we'll guarantee you $5 million. Let's just say $5 million. So they're going to go order all of these cabinets, and they're going to try to sell 10, 20, 30, 50,000 of these, right? And they guarantee the $5 million. So they're going to pay them $5 million up front. And then they're not going to pay them a royalty until that $5 million is paid off, right? And then the moment the royalty, the $5 million is paid off, then it's royalty fees, like a 10% or 3%. I don't know what the royalty fees are. I'm just making numbers up. So that was their contract. And now when they re-released the Mortal Kombat, they've already fulfilled that part of the contract on that Mortal Kombat title. And so they can just leverage that contract and be like, we're going to come out with another Mortal Kombat, and you're going to, you know, we're not starting over. We've already paid you that up front. That's that same cabinet, just a new design, new SKU, same license, same contract. And now there you go. KI is a whole new contract. KI is a brand new cab. You know, that may have like a guarantee. Like they may have to go to KI and the owners of KI and say, we guarantee X amount of money. And they basically are charging more for it. It's just my guess. Just my guess. But I think it makes sense. I'm sure John D is going to come in the chat and be like, you don't know anything about license. I've been doing this for 20 years. And now Zohar's messaging me now. I'm going to hit play. He's like, don't tell anybody that I gave that much money. Hold on, Zohar. I think that's what he's saying. Give me 1 second here. Let's see if that's what he says. He's like, he says, what are you doing? Oh, okay. No, he's just really happy that he's getting the Mortal Kombat cabinet. That's what Zohar is saying right now. You know I'm live, Zohar, and your message. You want me to play it for everyone? Is that what you want? He says, no, hell no, please God no. Do not play that message because I also bashed 7 YouTubers while I'm praising you. Wow. Zohar, that's crazy. Okay, anyway. Is my computer back up yet? Let's see. It is back up. Here we go. Let's go to Arcade1up.com. We're back at it, guys. And I just realized now my computer died and I can't close the stream even if I wanted to. I guess I could stop the feed on my deck over here. Okay, I'm getting back up and running here, guys. Thank you so much for chilling with me on this chat. I'm gonna get the chat back up and going. We're gonna be 100%. Just give me a second here. I want to hear from you. We're switching. Oh, whoa, look at that. It even can. How quickly can I recover? Wow, look at this. I'm back up and running. Like, computer fully rebooted. And we got this is so cool. If you guys knew my setup, it's crazy. Like, I have a computer, then I have a dedicated laptop that's just for this overlay. So that laptop didn't die. All I had to do is get once I told Chrome to restore, it restored my my chat here, and then I can click on the chat. And then what's happening is that chat is displaying on a tiny little Chromebook that goes HDMI out, that goes into the stream. There you go. Anyway, this stream is going to go till 9. No, this stream will go for maybe 10 more minutes because then I got to take my daughter to dance. Okay, people are talking about, there you go. Yeah, unplug your router. Spy Hunter would be a day one purchase for me. That's an interesting one. I haven't heard any information of whether or not a Spy Hunter is on its way, but that would definitely be cool. I guess I want to talk about my setup more. And then I have an iPad that's just for the music. No one cares. Let's see. Big, he says, I'm done with Arcade1up. I just watched your channel for the other arcades. There you go. All right. That's okay. I've had a lot of requests recently that I need to cover the many full-size arcades that I have in my garage. It is kind of fun having those. This year I got a lot of people coming over more for just maintenance on the new house that I have, and I have all those cabinets in the garage, the full size, and they're like, where do you get these? They're like, you get them at an auction? I'm like, yeah, most of them are at an auction. They're like, how much? And I still have stickers on a few of them, and they see $250. They're like, no way. But, you know, they need work. Some of them are in great shape. Some of them need a little bit of work. Let's see. Microsoft owns KI. I don't remember. I don't think... Is it Microsoft? Maybe. I think Microsoft is a part of it. But this is what I've also learned is just because the company's part of it, like Sega, for example, they don't put their logo on it. And I think some of the companies, if you want the logo, they have an extra fee for that. So we won't always get the logo, and that may or may not indicate the partnership. And they may or may not have attribution on the front of the screen. And I don't know, you probably got to do some research. Lewis says, Brent, Gen and a half were much less, Gen 1 and 2 were much less inferior to the cabs coming at now. That's a huge factor in the cost. Yeah. Yeah, we didn't get the coin door, which is added I think that's added a ton of value. It's the one thing that I really like about the golden tee that I have. But ultimately, I think I will be selling that. And dude, how's my daughter's drawing going? Oh my gosh. It's insane. It's insane, guys. So I'll show you. I was texting Mason. So if you guys don't know, Mason Conrad, he's a friend of a lot of YouTube channels because he makes thumbnails for a living. So we text a lot, and I texted him this. I will show you. And again, this is my daughter. She's 13 years old, and the graphics that she does are pretty spectacular. I have to show this to you. Like, we're going to stop talking about Arcade1up just for a second. This is worth it. So this is her. Let me get it to focus. Can I get it to focus? I think so. You're gonna be blown away. You ready for this? Watch this animation. All hand drawn. Here it comes. Oh, come on. Look at that. Look at that. All hand drawn. Yeah. It's pretty amazing. And there's another one, and maybe I'll show it on the Sunday podcast if she lets me. That's her artwork that's colored. And so she's in these things called these maps. Yeah, they're multi projects where she's with other people that are doing the projects. And she has like 2.5 seconds. It's programming and animation. She only gets 2.5 seconds. And that was her 2.5 second animation. And it's just amazing. And so my wife and I are full on 100% getting all of her, she's homeschooled. We're going to get all of her courses switched over to many of her courses, I should say, for high school to be related to animations, drawing, software development. This is definitely her career path. She loves it more than anything. Like if you say you can do anything you want for the day, what are you going to do? She's on her iPad drawing with an Apple Pencil and just doing animations, and she's getting better and better and better. It's really cool having Mason as a friend because Mason does drawing. And so literally I'll send her work and I'll talk to Mason about, oh, she talks about this and that. And he's like, yeah, have her try this program, have her try that program, have her learn this program. She's kind of like got a roadmap of like different things that she's going to learn in design. So I'm pretty excited. I think I'm going to have Evelyn, my daughter, try to do like an intro for the YouTube channel. I think she could animate something really cool. Anyway, some people are asking questions. What program does she use to animate? My daughter's interested. So Robert, check out Scratch. So Scratch, made by MIT. I think it's scratch.mit.edu. So look into that. It's completely free. You can do it from a browser. You can do it from an iPad. And the programming is block coding. Okay, so you move blocks around, and even a very young child can learn it. I taught a class on it at a job I had because I'm a software developer. That's what I do for a living. And I taught a class on it like 10 years ago. It was like a bring your kid to work day. We get all these kids, and they got Scratch, and we taught them how to make a video game within I think an hour. By the end, they all had a video game that like animations that worked. All block coding, and it uses all the same programming concepts that you would need to use on a language like a C language or JavaScript or Java, or all those different languages out there. It uses all that same stuff. The concepts are there, but you just move blocks around. It's awesome. All right, but let's get back to the really cool building blocks of video game development, and that is the Arcade1up. Sorry for the sidetrack there. Maybe Musk will buy Arcade1up and finally give us a Robotron. There you go. That's really That's really good. Justin, you should have your daughter make your new channel logo. I know. Like, Mason's really jealous. He's like, she's going to take over his business. That's right. She's going to start doing all the logos and thumbnails for the YouTubers. Be like, there you go. Let's see. Only legacy cabs. I wasn't able to obtain the Atari. I'm happy with that. And hopefully Walmart gets those $100 and $50 deals again soon. Yeah. I was thinking about that. I keep on looking to see if Walmart is going to come through with any of the legacy editions. I have some theories on that. I like to talk about it, get your opinion on it. So here's my idea. Right now, we look like Walmart is late to the game when it comes to any of these legacy editions. But if you go through, they did the legacy of last year. So the legacy of last year, for example, had of these Mortal Kombat Legacy 12-in-1. They were originally $300 and $315, and now they're being discounted into that $249 price range. We're also seeing some discounts on some of the Arcade1up cabinets as it relates to the new Mortal Kombat Legacy 2.0 coming out. For example, this is the MK2. Let's go to deals. Go to my website here, and we do Mortal Kombat. I need to put a search in here. So we got the Mortal Kombat 30th. There we go. This is the Mortal Kombat with no riser. Do I not have the other Mortal Kombat? All right, so we just have the Mortal Kombat. But if you go over to Best Buy, right? This is what I'm hearing. If you go to Best Buy's got the Mortal Kombat. But if you type in Mortal Kombat, right, you're going to get multiple editions. You're going to get the new model, which is the Gen 2 model. You're going to also see the Legacy Edition. See how it's a $50 difference. But what we're likely going to see is because this is last year model, we're expecting to see discounts on this one to go a little bit down. But honestly, even if this went down to $300, I would say it was a better bet to get the $599. Unless for some reason, it'd be crazy if they do a crappy monitor on this new one. It'd be so nuts. Because the recommendation would be is go get the 12-in-1 with the better monitor, but you're going to miss out on online. But here's my point, though. What was my point? So you got the new Mortal Kombat 30th edition coming out. You got the older version here. And then Walmart, right? So Walmart, $449. Will we see that discounted? Will we see this one at the $50 range or $75 range? Because it is technically the last year model. But the other piece, here's the interesting thing that I find interesting. You take a look at this Walmart price here, but they also have these legacy editions that are smaller, right? It's these ones without a riser. It's basically the same cabinet, except for I think it doesn't have a light up marquee and it doesn't have a riser, but it's significantly cheaper. So the big question is, what's going to happen now? Now with Big Blue, there was only one version of Big Blue. One SKU, that's it. Big Blue had the riser. It was super tall. That's it. That's all you got. My daughter's asking me if I'm taking her to dance. Yes. Yeah. Okay. But now with the Legacy Gen 2 coming out, right? The Legacy Gen 2, will they have a cheaper version at Walmart? Legacy Edition Gen 2, maybe it looks more like this version, but it's got the 14 games in it. Or are they going to use the last year model still? The last year model still, that mold will be the cheaper edition, but you won't get the better door. I don't really know, but I'm wondering if that's related why there's any delay in Walmart, because Walmart kind of has different deals, right? It's like not only do they carry them online, they carry them in store, and they have the multiple SKUs. They got the one with the riser and they have the one without the riser. And so maybe they're working out those details, or, you know, I'm not exactly sure. But it's been great hanging out with you, reading through the chat. Sorry I didn't get to highlight everyone, but I was, reading through the chat. And I'd love to know what you think about all this. I would love for you to comment down below. After this video give me your thoughts. Share with the community exactly your thoughts on all of these cabinets that are coming out. I'm really excited because although I'm not picking up any of these cabinets for myself, I'm glad I didn't spend $650 on buying the cabinet for Zohar. I was able to get away with only the $500 price for it. And then also, I'm excited about the next set of cabinets that are coming out. Those prices are going to be less expensive. So I think we're still going to have that 3-tier idea where you have, well, will we? That's the thing. Will we? The 3 tiers was you have the cheaper cabinet, which is the one without a riser, about $315. Then you have the Legacy Edition, and then you have like a Premium Edition. I think 19K Fox says it best. He said there's like this Premium Edition, and then there's like the Pro Edition. So the Premium Edition is like a Tron, and the Pro Edition is like Killer Instinct. But where is it all going to land now? Is $500 now the new low amount, but it's going to be on the Legacy Edition too, and everything is online, and we'll see. And for example, if they come out with a Legacy Edition without a riser, is it still going to be online, or will it not be online? And how will that all work? So we'll see. And wrapping it all up, highlight, the Mortal Kombat is fire. Way better than the cabinets with wings. Great stream as usual. Really appreciate it, guys. Double check your subscription is at the setting that you would like to have it at. Here's my recommendation. Do not turn on notifications for me unless you love these live streams and you want to join the live streams when they happen. Otherwise, turn that notification off. Just have that subscription on. I'll show up on your homepage. If you're not subscribed to me, but you want to stay watching my content regularly, just hit that subscribe button. I'll show up on your home screen, hopefully. Notifications, because I do these live streams. Hit that notification bell if you want to be informed of the live streams. That's what I'm saying, and that's how I'm ending it. We'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Appreciate all of you. Take care.